Alright, welcome back to Finding My ELO on Chess.com. So, let's jump straight into the puzzles. We're at 791 right now, and we saw last time that the puzzles are getting more interesting. It is no longer just, oh, it's mate. It's now, what do I do? So, the knight's protected by the pawn. I'm not worried about that. My queen has to defend this space while not getting captured by the knight, otherwise the knight will fork those two. So, I think the play is to do this. No? Is it this then? No? Really? It can't possibly be let him take my queen, can it? Oh! See, I tricked myself. I convinced myself that I was out of the realm of there's mate in one, it's going to be trickier. No, it's literally there was mate in one, and I got distracted. Okay. So, if I take, and he takes, and I take, he moves one of those spots, then what? If he moves to this, if he moves to that spot, then what? Like, if I don't take, I have to move the bishop. Is there a mate I'm not seeing? Like, I mean, there's this, no? Because, yeah, that, and then if he takes, it's two rooks, but, no, okay. I mean, they're definitely not as easy as just, oh, it's an obvious mate, so. At least there's that. I mean, so that is right. Then is it? No, it's just rook, rook, and then... No? See, bishops. Bishops are my worst piece, by far. Oh, because then I win the knight. Then I win the knight. So if he had moved to where the bishop would put him in check when the rook moved, I could have moved down here and gotten his rook. But since he moved there, I can move up here and get his knight. Wow. Okay, yeah, see, these are getting more complicated. I like it. I'm happy. Ironically, right around the 800. I guess not ironic, but like... Isn't this just mate? Yeah, it is. Okay. Like, really? Whatever. Okay, at least the first two. Well, the first one was just a obfuscated mate. I was looking at too many things. The second one was just, I don't know how to use bishops. Alright. So, 809. Oh, I am white. Okay, let's go with that. Sure. I like it since the pawn's protected. And then I can attack his pawn, which is also protected. I always have to keep in mind that it is protected. He doesn't appear to realize it's protected, but it's fine. Whatever. So I got my knights out. Okay. Okay, this would do nothing. Except force him to bring his knight out, and then trade it, or just push his pawn. Is that worth anything? I don't know. So I'm just going to stick to the tried and true, bring the bishop up to the middle of the board and protect it. I mean, if I take, his queen takes, and then his queen is in position that if I could get my king out of harm's way, ooh, tricky. So if he takes now, my queen's there, which he apparently didn't like the idea of. What's he gonna do now? Because I think he wanted me to take so that his queen could be here. Do I bring my queen back? I'm not good with early game queen stuff. So it's probably for the best. Probably. That being said, if he forks me and takes my rook, and I move my knight here and he doesn't respond, after he takes my rook, that's mate. It's risky. It's a gambit. It is 100% a gambit to see what he does. Does he notice? If he moves his knight here, He didn't realize that was mate. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. I mean, it's the 800s. Like, these people know a trick. Ooh, hey, I got your rook. They don't, like... Yeah, they are good at the thing I'm bad at, which is the openings. The situational decision-making and analysis and play, I feel like I'm okay at. It's just, I don't know how to start these things. And then they do something, and I'm like, I see what you're doing there. But, yeah, I'm beginning to develop an even stronger feeling that these people are just like trick players. They know one attack that starts the game and either wins them the game and gets them the enemy to resign, or they just kind of fall apart. Like, all he had to do to stop that was just push the pawn. If he had pushed the pawn, I would have basically had to decide... Actually, wait, let's do the game review. I was gonna say no, but actually, this could have gone a lot of different interesting ways depending on a lot of things. Alright, so, first move, book, not book. Not book, not book. Okay, so all the moves in this game so far have been good. Not great, not best, nothing, no, just good. I mean, they weren't bad. They didn't get us question marks, but they were like, eh. That's apparently a good move. But you see, if I would have pushed the pawn, it wouldn't have got me in that position. And he does that. So, that's a blunder. And I know why that's a blunder. And I did it anyway, because if he does this, what do I do? That's the best move, right? Hello? Analysis? Did it break? Yeah, okay, it broke. That is his best move, because that puts me in a tricky situation. And I think the way I would deal with that tricky situation is probably waste 5 minutes trying to get a way out because I tried to do something cheeky and they figured it out. What is the right way to get out of this? Or at least, is it just to pull the queen back and then, like, lose the knight for no reason? Like, is that the best move? No. Just castle. Just castle. That's the best move, period. Even though it's going to do that. But that does allow me this. What? But, oh, never mind. Yeah, no, that is bad. Because if I do that, and he does that, what then? Like, yeah, no, this is definitely the better take. Absolutely. 100%. I agree. So then also if he does this, I have the queen, I have the rook. Like, that could have gone very bad. Very, very bad. The correct answer here, even if you bring your queen in like this, and they go for it, yeah, just castle. I was going to, like, I'm pretty sure I actually started to before I was like, will he see it? And that was really, it wasn't even a matter of like, I want to play really solid chess. It was more of like are these really just trick players? Are these guys not, like, looking at the board? Because whenever your opponent sees that they're about to lose a rook, you have to assume if the attack is right there, if it is a check that is a guaranteed take, give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, I know, I forget whether it was last night or the one where the guy moved his king to the one spot where I could fork his king and queen with my knight. I didn't even address that was a possibility because I just gave him the benefit of the doubt that he would see that was literally the only place to not move his king. But then he did. Because apparently people in the 800s, you can't anticipate them seeing anything. I'm not going to say everyone in the 800s, but I know I'm currently in the 800s. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the 800, but like, it feels like the majority of the people I'm facing in the high 700s to low 800s area, they seem to either be just blind sometimes, which I know I can be. I mean, there was the one time I threw my queen away into a knight that was just sitting there staring me in the face. So, like, it could just be the sample of games I'm playing. Or it could literally be that his entire cheese of, like, hey, I'm going to try to get my queen here, I'm going to try to get my knight going in and get their queen in. Like, I don't know. I haven't looked for how to win chess or easy ELO or I don't even know what else I would possibly search on YouTube to try to find, like, cheeky videos of how to win in the first 5 moves or whatever. But this attack on the unsupported pawn with no threats anywhere else is usually, if they don't respond to it, it's a trap. Like, I will sometimes just plant my knight there, threatening it, just to see what they do. And of course, his dream is I do this. And then you're in check again, so you have to move again, and then you're just like, you know what, I'll take. Oh yeah, no, actually, if he moves right back there, yeah, absolutely. Just take everything. Just absolutely take everything. But, yeah, I'm just speaking because I've done that in a bar. The person did not look very happy after they moved their queen, and I just was like, you just made it worse. Now, I'd been drinking, so I might have said out loud, wow, you just made it worse. I'm not usually a jerk, but sometimes when, especially I've been drinking, Words come out when I think they're staying in my head. But yes, I feel like this was a good analysis. Even though it was a very short game, I feel like there were a lot of ways that this could have very well... Why does it recommend there instead? Like, what's the difference? Like, if his light square pawn was in, or bishop was in play, okay, that would make sense, because, check or whatever. If his queen was in play, okay, yeah, but I don't see why there's a difference between those two. Like, how big of a difference? Alright, so right now, over on the left, it says 0.1. It becomes 0.7 versus 0.3. Why? Again, you know what? I do not have the understanding of chess to be able to do an in-depth analysis of why that square is significantly better than that square. I am nowhere near that level yet. But I think we can absolutely just leave it on the joy of he didn't see it. And I got a great move with the checkmate. So, that has been Finding My ELO for the night. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.